parody songs.
Yeah, he did a song to Two Girls, One Cup.
Yeah, 2 + 2 = vagina. That was one of his songs, and it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah. It's such a good show.
It is.
I might have to go back and rewatch that.
I mean, you constantly laugh because it's fun. I mean, I think that's like nobody knew who Nick Kroll was.
Right.
And he kind of... Yeah, and then he kind of like...
plays a perfect part in that,
He does. He plays what you would assume Nick Kroll plays. I mean, some whiny lawyer, guy who makes fun of himself and is like the nerd of the group.
For those of you that joined us mid-sentence, we're talking about Seth as we rewatching The League, about how you forget how funny that was.
God, it's a great TV show.
Fantastic TV show. Welcome into Wideside Sports, by the way. That was different pickup. I just went ahead and hit record while we were having a conversation. So
whatever, cool. I didn't even notice, so I didn't say anything.
Well, I'm pretty quick.
You
pretty
are.
quick for a big guy.
Athletic.
Me and Bryson DeChambeau.
Yeah, I did see it. I see that.
How do you function with that many protein shakes? 7.
Where do you put
7
them?
protein shakes a day.
They're gross. One.
These must be like the pre-made shake bottles. That must be okay.
It's gotta be. Like, if you're drinking 7, what did he put on, like 60 pounds or something?
Yeah. Nah, it's like 40 maybe.
40, okay. But still, he's still getting beat. That didn't really help him.
He finished top 5 in each tournament he's played. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's hitting the ball. Like, he's averaging like 340 yards off the tee.
Oh, okay. So
yeah, it's working. But now if he eats his way out of it, that'll be the other part of it. But
I wanted to see, I wish they'd post his workout instead of his diet. I mean, you can put on 60 pounds. Yeah, that's good shit to eat, but
I can put 6 pounds on a weekend.
Exactly. I mean, I want to know what he did, because you look at golfers, how much of them actually work out, or people want to know. I understand they do work out a lot, but not a lot of people know the kinds of workouts they do.
It's different. Like until Tiger Woods, very few really worked out. He kind of changed that. Now it's a big deal.
Yeah.
Mostly leg work, core work is, core muscle is, because that's where all your speed comes from. Yeah. So plus there's so much torque, you
got to have a
kind of want your stabilizer muscles to be, strong enough to not rip your back in half. Well, I mean, Phil Mickelson, all the weight. Oh, yeah. I mean, he gotten really good. He's 50 years old. Still hits it over 300 yards.
Must be nice.
Yeah. I get there, once in a while.
I can't.
Can't swing hard enough anymore without hurting myself.
I could probably maybe get close to it if mine stayed straight.
Yeah.
But it doesn't. It just goes right.
Yeah,
that's a problem. I played last Friday right down the street here.
Yeah.
And I played in the fairway every hole, just not my fairway.
Oh, that's nice.
I was in the right side fairway the entire fucking day. But you know what? It gave me a shortcut. I mean, it's...
Yeah, a lot of dog legs at that course going that way.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But it was nice. I didn't shoot bad. It just was, in everybody else's way.
I played an outing played in a scramble with my brother on Saturday. We did okay.
Yeah.
I think we shot 64.
Oh, okay.
It's a 4-man scramble.
Yeah.
I mean, the other 2 guys hadn't played in a year or so like that. And be real honest, I'm sure my brother would laugh at this, they whiffed more times than shots we used of theirs. Although we did use a couple of their shots.
Yeah.
But they also whiffed at the ball more than that. So
Friday was the first time I've played my own ball in probably a year and a half.
Nice.
Yeah, just because if I go golfing, it's
always in a scramble.
Or if there's usually like 4 of us if we go, and then we just do like a 2-man game, kind of thing like that. But yeah, I think it was the first time I've played my own ball in over a year.
Well, when I beginning of this season, when I first started playing, that's the first time I played my own ball in multiple years, probably.
Yeah, because you play
scrambles.
You scrambles. That's what anybody wants. I mean, it's fun because you don't have to be all that good to enjoy a scramble. I mean,
yeah. Well, it's been nice. I'm starting to get a little bit back as far as my own ball goes, because I kind of skip out early and play golf on Mondays. But it's coming along.
It's
not where I used to be.
Getting it back.
But it's getting there.
Good.
It's getting there. I'm making some putts now.
That's good. I hate putting.
Yeah.
My chipping is actually getting way better. And I don't know why.
Well, if you're going to be coming in from the other fairway, your chipping game better be good because you're not going to hit a lot of greens.
I don't know. It just all of a sudden, like I just started hitting it and it's like, oh, maybe I'll just keep doing that then.
Maybe that's the way to go.
Maybe it is. Maybe that's the way to go.
I seen that with Gary McCord. He did an interview. He played on the PGA Tour. Like he never won anything. He was just, played in like 300 or 400 events, I think. In the 1 year, it was like toward the end of his career, like 1983, he was in competition. So it was one of those thought processes. He's never going to be in the record books for anything.
Yeah.
But he was like 1 and 2 with another guy for the least amount of putts.
Oh, okay.
He was heading into the final round of his last tournament of that year. He just made the decision. He told his caddy, when you give me a yardage to the front of the green and then subtract 5 yards. He missed every single green just short in the fairway so he could chip up in one putt and guarantee that he won the lowest putts.
Nice.
So he goes, I made it into the record books. Which, hey,
whatever you can do,
whatever
gotta do. Yeah.
But my short game's been pretty good as far as chipping goes.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know how to do any of the cool shit. Like, I don't know how to get any, like,
how to stop them.
Come back or stop it or anything like
check
that.
and runs.
Yeah, but compared to what I usually do, like, if I'm 50 yards out, that's my toughest time getting it close to the green because I don't really have a club that does that. I just have to take some off my swing.
Well, yeah, nobody has a club that does that.
I'm just saying, I mean, there's like however many fucking degrees of wedges that you can use.
I understand.
I don't know what those are for.
50 yards is usually a wedge you don't carry.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
you just kind of take some off of them.
Yeah, that's my hardest part, taking some off of it because I don't, I'm not real good at golf. So,
hey,
I don't really care to be that good at golf.
You got to play more than once every 2 months before that's going to happen.
It's a good point.
But, as soon as we make it big and Wideside Sports gets a corporate membership at some country club or whatever,
I'll be embarrassing people out there. Nobody wants to be behind him.
Be getting letters in the mail. We're going to have to suspend you guys. You're just not allowed to do that here.
I got a buddy, and I talked to him on Sunday. He writes for Letterman Row.
Yeah.
Him. I mean, and he came up and he was golfing, and he said, he's like, I changed everything. I changed how I swing and all this stuff. I was like, why? He goes, well, my boss has said that in this business that we golf way too much for you to suck, so you got to learn to get better.
That's a good point, if that's what they're doing.
I mean, he's like, he goes, I've golfed more this year than I may have in my entire life. Just working with them just because we do our stuff, and then we go play golf.
Yeah.
I mean, all of our writing and our podcasts and stuff are done by noon, and then we go.
Especially in a business like that, because I'm sure he's, I guess there's kind of a salary, but you could probably get paid kind of by the article.
Yeah.
The way that works.
Somewhere, yes.
Yeah, so it's like, I got you on the golf course. You ain't writing shit. I ain't got to pay you.
And then I guess one of his bosses has a guy that's a club pro at a golf course around there that's trying to help him out. But he's like, they told me that I suck too bad to golf for as much as they golf. I was like, oh. Yeah.
Which is basically telling you, hey, you're taking too long. You need to pick up the pace. We're tired of waiting.
Yes, pretty much.
Just a nice way to say it. Been there. I mean,
yeah.
A couple weeks ago, played with some guys. It was like, they were.
You have no business being out here.
Well, yeah, they just hadn't played in a while.
Oh, okay.
I mean, now this was in playing their own bowl. This wasn't in the scramble.
Gotcha.
This was on a Monday round. Of like just couldn't hit it anywhere. We get to the last hole, which is par 3. It's like 185 yards.
Yeah.
Neither one of them had hit a driver that far all day, and they both pull out 5 irons. I'm like, what are you doing? And it's kind of uphill.
Yeah.
Of like, you're not like I'm get it there with a 5 iron, but I got to hit it okay.
Yeah.
You can't get there with a driver. Why are you pulling out? Just because it's par 3, you feel like you should be hitting an iron? For sure, hit the driver.
Yeah, there's no way. That's funny.
I think a lot of people just get that way.
Yeah,
like, I got to hit an iron.
I mean, yeah.
Nope. You have to hit the club that gets you there. That's kind of kind of how golf works.
Yeah.
But
I play it short.
I like to lay it up. I like to have a 30-yard wedge shot into these fairways or into the greens on a par 3. But did you watch fights over the weekend?
I did. I did. Or I should say I watched the main card. I should say.
Right. Yeah,
I didn't watch any of that
prelim shit.
Yeah.
But Poirier, man, he's a tough son of a bitch.
He is a tough son of a bitch.
He's a tough son of a bitch.
I tell you what, that might have been one of the. If you're looking for a fight, that might be one of the best prototypical fights you can watch because there was everything.
Oh, yeah.
There was takedowns. There was some hard fucking shots. There was blood. I mean,
you could see that with Hooker.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, because that was because Hooker's still pretty young.
Mm-hmm.
So you could see the experience of Poirier. Like, for sure, Hooker won the first 2 rounds, and then Poirier won the last 3.
Yeah.
But, hell, they're in the second? I thot Poirier was going out.
Me too.
Kind of got wobbled up against the fence. It's like, shit, there's 10 seconds left. Don't stop it. Don't stop it.
That's what I'm thinking.
The kid's he's got a hell of a chance. And then I don't understand how Hooker didn't go out.
Oh,
I mean,
there was a couple. The one where was he on top?
He just started getting his ass kicked.
Yeah, he did. Like, he's on the ground and still taking fucking blows, or he's on top taking blows. I'm like, oh my God.
Because that's one of those ones that looks weird for like a casual fan that you talk about how much Hooker kept taking him down.
Uh-huh.
Yes and no, because multiple times Dustin kind of dropped and tried to choke him. That's not really a takedown.
He's letting him get inside.
Kind of let him take him down so he could try to choke him.
Uh-huh. I thought he had him in a couple of those guillotines, man. Oh, God.
So much, I mean, blood, sweat.
Yeah,
you just can't get it in there.
But it was good, man. I enjoyed that one. That was it's fun. I mean,
they just banged.
Yeah, I would say watching that one, and then obviously the Ferguson Gaethje, yes. Gaethje fight was probably my next best fight, but that Poirier Hooker one, I mean, there was takedowns. You could see them working, trying to do everything. That was more of the thing of trying to do anything in your power to win.
I'm going to tell you what. I don't know if it's on ESPN Plus. I can't remember when the pay-per-view was.
Yeah.
If it was on Dustin Poirier, Max Holloway came up to 155.
Okay.
And they fought for an interim title.
All right.
That's how Poirier ended up fighting Khabib.
Gotcha.
That one.
Oh, okay.
They beat the shit out of each other for 5 rounds.
Yeah.
And that one,
Holloway's a badass anyway.
Badass.
Yeah.
I mean, Conor wasn't at 145 that long. I mean, Holloway lost his title to Volkanovski.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was on like a 10-fight win streak.
Mm-hmm.
Like the last time he'd been beaten was Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
But then he jumped up to 155 to that fight with Poirier.
Mm-hmm.
And man, they just traded. And you say the same thing of, I can't believe that Max did. I mean,
anyone.
But then again, it starts getting to that point. They're both beating the shit out of each other. Like, I think Poirier won, but I don't know.
It was a toss-up.
I have to go back and watch that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was.
It was fun. I mean, I had a good time. I'm laying in bed. My wife's asleep, and I'm going, oh, shit. And she goes, what? What happened? I'm like, just a fight, dear. Nothing's wrong.
Yeah. And that's just one of those ones of how can you not be a fan of Dustin Poirier?
Oh, I know.
He just classy, you know.
Yeah, didn't do anything. Yeah.
You know, kid's up and comer. He's young. He has a hell of a fight. He's got good things to come. You know.
The kid is going to be good. I mean, he's going to get his chance for sure. I mean,
he just got to the point where
he just came out real hot.
Hey, man, you got in that top 5.
Yeah.
And you just happen to be at 155 when it's, who's in front of you? Poirier, Ferguson, Gaethje, McGregor, Khabib.
Yeah.
Like,
you're in the toughest fucking weight class right now.
You're at the point now where you're going to start losing a couple times. So you're just not going to knock people out.
Yeah. Well, that's some of the best fighters in the world right there in that 155 weight class.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
toughest division in the whole sport.
Yeah.
It just there's nowhere to go.
I mean, it's one, you have enough weight where you can pack a fucking punch. You're not 135 where punches don't really, you know what I'm saying? You're not going to get a lot of knockouts, but you're also in enough athletic shape to take people down and be able to do all the moves. Because you don't ever see heavyweights or any other guys really.
Not
unless
very
it's a
often.
choke out.
Now, this upcoming fight, Usman's kind of a wrestler, and the guy he's fighting is a kind of a submission grappler, you know, get you down, beat your ass kind of guy. So, you might see some of that.
Gotcha.
But the great thing is a couple options here.
Mm-hmm.
Poirier, and he was right. You know, he needs another fight before he could get another title shot.
Yeah.
So who's sitting out there?
Well, you got McGregor sitting out there.
But they're probably not going to get that fight.
Yeah.
But you got Tony Ferguson sitting there,
yeah,
and that's a fun fucking fight.
That is going to be a fun fucking fight if that would happen.
Now, if somehow they decided to put McGregor and Poirier, also fun fight. But, and you can also say this, because the way the UFC, more times than not, is winners fight winners, losers fight losers.
Yep.
So if that didn't come to be, so you tell me I got to watch Ferguson and Hooker fight?
Yeah, I know. I'll watch
I'm
that.
okay with that, too.
Yeah.
I mean, that's, you know, a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, that would be a good one. Any one of those guys I'd watch fight again and over again. Just
I'll watch Tony fight anybody because they're just fucking
tough as fucking nails. My God. I mean, the Hooker guy, Poirier caught him 2 or 3 times, and I'm like, man, I got knocked out on that hit. You know, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, and he's still fucking going. And
I know Gaethje is just such a bruising knockout guy. I don't know. I mean, but Poirier, it's probably a coin toss between who hits harder.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like Gaethje might hit harder, but it's not by much.
No.
I mean, it's Poirier's right there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and some of his his combos were so quick that I don't even think Hooker saw the second one coming.
Yeah.
You know, he got him with the jab, then he came around with the follow-up, and I'm like, and he's still trying to protect it. I'm like, yeah, you didn't see that one coming, buddy. You saw the jab coming and blocked that, but you didn't see that second one coming.
Well, and that's where, you know, I mean, Hooker's fought some guys, you know, but you get into a Poirier, because, you know, you'll fight some guys between 6 and 10 that you'll get caught with a jab. But now you get into like the Poiriers, the Gaethjes, stuff like that. That jab never comes by itself.
No, exactly.
With Poirier, there's a right coming in, and then there's probably 3 of them coming.
Exactly, and just whichever one.
And then when you fight Gaethje, he's going to jab you in the face, then kick the fuck out of your leg, and then hit you with a hook. Yeah, that's kind of his combinations include the legs.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. I mean, in Hooker's defense, this is really first time fighting top competition too.
Yeah,
I mean, you want to say top tier competition?
His last fight, he beat Paul Felder, which Paul Felder's a motherfucker.
Okay,
but it was a decision, and it was a decision that I was like, Felder could have won that fight. Yeah. So it was, you know. But it's one of those things.
But I mean, all those guys you just named are top tier guys.
Top 10.
I mean, and it's really, you know what I'm saying, though? I mean, it's really kind of his first taste of a big boy match.
Felder was, I think, 5th when he beat him.
Okay.
But in that weight class, the difference between 5th and 4th is a pretty big difference. It's a big jump, yeah. I mean, I thought he fought well, though. I mean, 5 rounds without a knockout, and he held his fucking own. Yeah, he's got a long time coming. I mean, he'll be a champ one day.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's coming. But then, I mean, these fights, I was just telling you off air of, you know, we've got some tournaments coming up, so I'm on a 7-day work week schedule, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to stay up and watch the fights.
Oh, man, I can't wait.
Next week?
The 11th.
This week? Yeah,
the 11th, next weekend.
Yeah, next weekend. Because,
it's going to be good. It's going to be good.
I guess we'll get into that more next week then.
Yeah.
I guess we probably should bring up something that happened Sunday night. Is all of a sudden the Patriots are back in the conversation.
Yeah, they are. The Wideside Sports guys got it right. We got that shit right.
Called it.
Fucking Cam Newton to the New England Patriots for a 1-year deal.
$1 million.
Up to 7.5.
And the 7.5 number I've heard probably won't get there.
No.
Because the markers he has to hit is almost
ridiculous.
MVP caliber.
Yes. I'm excited for that. 2 things I'm excited for. One, we're gonna see the Patriots change on offense.
Yeah.
We're gonna see something. We're not gonna see something completely new, but we're gonna see something that the Patriots haven't ran maybe ever. Josh McDaniels probably hasn't ran it ever, because he wasn't Tim Tebow's coordinator. So, yeah, any time that we get somebody who's athletic, you're going to run a read option with Cam Newton.
I think you're going to see them look a lot like the Ravens.
Okay. They got a ton of running backs for it.
Ground and pound.
Yeah.
Swing passes. Cam out around. Now, he's not going to run. He's not Lamar Jackson.
Yes.
And you're not going to run him that much because you got to make sure that his foot's still good and his shoulder and all that shit. But they're still going to, because Bill Belichick coaches that defense.
Oh, yeah.
So it's we're going to ground and pound, and we're going to play defense.
Yep.
Because Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson are the people you have to worry about in that division or in that conference. And best way to do that is keep the ball away.
Yeah.
So that I think you're going to see that.
And the next thing is people are talking, when I say people, I mean reporters and analysts and all that shit, that they still like Stidham. That Cam's going to have to come in and work for the job.
And who?
Yeah.
Just because the Patriots a couple months ago, we like Stidham. So everybody says that.
Exactly.
To my knowledge, I don't know how many passes he's thrown. I know his last one was a pick fucking 6 that he threw. So
you know what? That's dumb. Play fucking Cam Newton. He's on a 1-year deal. You still got Stidham on a rookie contract. I mean, Jesus Christ.
They're gonna play him. It's
I know they're gonna play him.
Training camp starts. Stidham gets rep 1 just because he knows the offense.
Yeah.
Week 2, Cam's learning it. They start doing this. First preseason game, Stidham starts. Cam comes in, plays against the number 2s. Then the next practice, they're splitting reps. Then by the third preseason game, Cam's your starter.
Well, there's only 2 preseason games.
Okay, so maybe
I don't know if you saw that. I don't know if you saw they canceled the 2,
but
they cut it in half.
That's how it's coming.
Yeah. I wouldn't assume that they're gonna just throw him in at the starter right off the bat. No. I mean, you're gonna show Stidham some type of respect. Something. Yeah.
When I say, Stidham knows the offense. Fucking does he?
Does he know the offense?
Because it might be changing.
Exactly.
Now.
So I mean, I wouldn't say he knows the offense, but you got to remember, the Patriots ran all the short routes and the swing passes and stuff like that too. They just didn't run it into the same effect of like an RPO.
Right. Now the difference being Cam isn't Tom Brady.
Exactly.
So it's very important to hit the guy in stride in that offense. I mean, but he can also move to the side, and then that guy on that crossing can turn up the field and throw it 60 yards.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that shit comes into play too.
Yep. And you gotta, your receiving core is okay. I mean, you have Julian Edelman and Mohamed Sanu. Those guys are okay, but your running backs are where your game is.
That's where it's at.
I mean, they have a ton of running backs.
Yeah,
and that's really what they're going to use, I think. Whether that's
wheel routes, option routes out of the running back. That's what you're going to see.
I'm excited to see how they put him in there.
And I don't understand the reporters saying, Stidham's still there. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, I know.
Like, if he got signed to Pittsburgh, okay, he's a backup.
Yeah.
I get it. You're going to sign Cam Newton to be a backup to Stidham, a guy who's never started a game in the NFL.
Yeah.
This guy won an MVP. I don't understand what they're thinking.
Yeah, I don't either.
What earth is he better?
Yeah,
now,
exactly.
Granted, if Cam comes in and he's not 100% healthy,
okay, yeah,
they spent $1 million, didn't work out. But if he's healthy and can play, there's no way Stidham plays.
No way.
There's just no way.
No way.
I don't care what they say up there. He's not better.
No, he's not.
Because he's Jared Stidham, and that's Cam fucking Newton.
Exactly.
So,
but yeah, that's the bottom line.
Yeah,
he's fucking Cam Newton. Come on. I think they need to get a couple more weapons somehow. They have no money.
They have no money.
But
that's why I also think is the ground and pound. Now you had that rookie wide receiver played half a season last year.
Hopefully he's healthy, but he's a stud receiver.
Yeah.
He's also
Mohamed Sanu.
Yeah.
Who apparently is like best friends with Cam.
Yeah.
So they practice a lot together. And not that Sanu's he's a solid 2.
Yeah.
I mean,
they don't have a number 1 receiver.
They don't have a 1
because Edelman plays the slot.
But you have an Edelman. What's that rookie's name?
N'Keal Harry.
Yeah, and then you have Sanu.
Yep.
That's why I kind of like the Baltimore kind of thing of they got 3 running backs.
Yeah.
They're going to utilize that shit.
Yep.
And as it creeps forward, now these guys can get some shit.
And then they drafted 2 tight ends. Hopefully they
one
work
guy
out.
37 balls.
Yeah.
They're like, well, I think he's a replacement.
Is he?
Well, he played it like fucking Virginia, and he has. He never drops it. Well, they only threw it to him fucking 40 times. So, I mean, let me know when he gets 80 passes about how many catches he has, and then
I mean, who knows? They're still going to run the. I don't know. that 2 tight end fullback set with Cam Newton doesn't really work.
No, it'll be something different.
Yeah, will be. I mean, it'll be cool. I'm excited to see that.
Well, it's going to be shotgun based because
Cam's not
even
taking,
if you're not doing a read option, you have to do a look of that.
Oh yeah,
just you have to make them respect it.
Yep.
But
this will be. Everybody talks about Bill Belichick and Tom Brady and the greatness there. Nobody ever wants to mention McDaniels. Belichick doesn't really have a whole lot to do with the offense. Don't get me wrong. He tells them what we should do and stuff like that. We're going to see what kind of coordinator McDaniels is. One, he doesn't have Tom Brady. And two, he's got an athletic quarterback now.
Right.
Someone he's never had somewhere of Cam Newton's athletic ability.
Well, I've heard at other places of you look at Belichick's thought process.
Yeah.
Cam Newton, 2-0 against Patriots.
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson, 1-0 against Patriots.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we can't stop it.
Yeah.
Maybe we learn how to do it.
Uh-huh. Yep. So yeah, it'll be cool.
It's the end of the day. If you're if you're looking at making it, I think they'll make the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
The Bills should be fucking.
They should be great.
Shitting themselves.
Yes, but they should still be pretty good.
Doesn't matter. You could have signed Cam Newton as your backup, but you wanted to entrust Josh Allen.
Yeah,
which I understand.
Uh-huh.
But usually Vegas is pretty good.
Oh yeah.
And now the Patriots are the favorites by
win.
a decent amount to win that division. So it's you could have done it,
but you didn't.
But the rest of the league's to blame.
Yeah.
A lot of fucking teams that need quarterbacks that wouldn't sign them.
Yeah.
And Bill Belichick gets him for $1 million.
Yep.
Got him for nothing. You got him for a 12-pack of fucking Natty Light.
And a sock.
A dirty sock.
Not even 2 socks. One
kind
sock.
Of a cum rag sock.
Yeah, exactly.
From the teenage years.
Yeah. Ugh. Can snap it in half.
Yeah. That's what they paid for Cam Newton. Richard Sherman wrote that. Did you see his tweet? Where he was like, since when a couple years ago an MVP quarterback signs a contract for $1 million, is that the new going rate? Asking for a friend.
Yeah.
It's because he was coming on this is some bullshit of I think Cam Newton just got fucked. He got fucked by the Panthers.
Yeah.
And then he got fucked by the shutdown.
Yeah. He got fucked.
Because he couldn't get any doctors.
Well, one, he got fucked by the Panthers because they should just fucking cut his ass as soon as they hired Matt Rule. They waited. So he couldn't sign with anybody.
Nope.
The Bears want to probably shoot the Panthers because they paid $80 million for their backup to maybe starting cornerback, depending on who wins that shit show of a battle, when they could have just got Cam Newton and been fine.
Hold on, though. I'm pretty sure when they did that whole deal, Cam Newton he wasn't on the market, but it was 100 because Carolina had already signed Bridgewater.
They had already signed Bridgewater.
So you knew Cam was on the market. Even though they hadn't cut him.
Yes.
You knew he was on the market.
The trade went down the day after they signed
Bridgewater.
Yeah, it was hours.
Yeah, but you can pull that trade.
You can pull that trade, yes.
Well, Cam Newton's going to be 100% going to be available.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I still blame Jacksonville's the biggest one. How the Jaguars do not sign Cam Newton is a fucking joke.
Yeah.
Unless you want Trevor Lawrence and you don't care to win.
Pretty much.
Because the fact that they didn't sign Cam Newton, they didn't sign Andy Dalton's making more money than Cam Newton this year as a guaranteed backup.
Yeah.
That's unreal.
That is unreal. Fucking Belichick sitting back there going, or his creepy fucking laugh.
Could get our thing, which, I guess you never know. If Cam balls out this year, he might, which Patriots, I think, go from no money to all the money next year.
I think so.
I think their cap opens up to where they might have the most, but that kills our sit in Dallas and then go be the Patriots quarterback for Andy Dalton, unless, Cam Newton does some MVP type thing, goes, $35 million.
Yeah, pay me.
He's like, you can go on and get the fuck out of here. We'll find somebody else. There's that redheaded guy. He can sling it.
You think he says sling it?
Yep.
He said,
I think he does.
Last week he said throw the rock, and now he says sling it.
Yeah.
Cool.
He'd walk into his kitchen and be like, Nike, pick me a quarterback. I think that's how his dog ran the draft anyways. And the fact that he called his dog's name is Nike.
Yeah.
I wonder if he gets some money for that.
Maybe. I don't know, which is weird because the Patriots are sponsored by Under Armour. So.
Yeah, but all the uniforms are Nike.
I understand that, but the team itself is Under Armour brand.
Is it?
Like their gloves and shit. And yeah.
Well, they need to change that because Under Armour fucking blows. Although they saved some money because I think they got out of their deal with UCLA.
Oh, okay.
Under Armour did. It's like $200 million.
Oh, shit.
It was the richest contract.
Oh, okay.
And,
yeah, because Ohio State is $1 million with Nike.
$1 million? Way more than that.
Is it more than that?
Oh, Ohio State's deal is like $28 million a year.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. It was like a $140 million contract with Nike or something like that.
My bad.
But Under Armour was trying to, UCLA basketball, obviously you're not paying for the football team.
Yeah.
But then they go, you guys fucking slow. We need to get out of this because we're getting nothing on our return. Nobody's buying any UCLA shit.
You guys suck. You go from top tier to absolutely fucking garbage.
And everything.
Fucking terrible.
Hey, fuck, man. Their football team hadn't won worth a shit in...
Ever.
I mean, back in the early 90s and stuff. They had guys drafted. Oh, yeah. They always had a quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's like, do you guys still have a team?
Yeah. But Josh Rosen's the last one to come out of there?
Yeah, and they were garbage when he played
he was
there.
terrible.
I mean,
He was bad.
Yeah, I don't understand why he was...
Yeah.
He got this... It's like that prospect thing. I'm like, well, I don't know. He could go number one. I'm like, well, why?
Yeah, well,
I don't...
What makes you say he can go number one?
Yeah.
Nothing.
And that's the same thing of that when you get these stats of like when Marcus Mariota was coming out and they're like, well, he's going to go top. Of like, why though? What have you watched in college that thinks that he can play in the NFL?
Yeah. Because all of his receivers ran by everybody.
Yeah.
I mean,
they snap the ball every 8 seconds.
Yeah.
Which this shit ain't happening in the NFL.
No.
He was faster than everybody on the field. They ran this kind of weird offense.
Yeah.
And they tricked a bunch of people. And when they played teams with a defense,
they sucked.
Their ass stomped.
Yeah.
So, I mean.
Which never really happened because the Pac-12 sucks.
Yeah, Pac-12. Yeah. But it's just one of those things. It's all right.
I'm sorry.
Will you stop?
I'm sorry.
Stop touching my penis. But
I said sorry.
Yeah, they always have that. He's going to go to number one. I don't understand why.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Because it's like Lamar Jackson didn't go number one, and he had more of an upside than Marcus Mariota did.
Yeah, he did.
So
yeah, people are dumb.
I don't know why they don't call us.
I don't get it either. People they look at quarterbacks like some fucking hidden gem in an Indiana Jones movie that there's some sort of treasure hidden behind the mask of this. It's just no. Either they're good or they're not. That's. I mean, I don't know how else simple or else you can get it.
Yeah.
Well, they can do this. Yeah, but you don't do that in the NFL.
Yeah.
But they can do this. Okay, I'll give you that. It's just they're good or they're not.
That's one of those things too. Of like, well, he's really fast. Yeah, but in the NFL, all 4 of those defensive linemen are faster than him.
Yeah.
He's fast for a quarterback who ran a 4.8.
Yeah.
That 6'4" fucking 285 defensive end just ran a 4.4. So
get the fuck out of here.
I mean,
yeah, he can throw the ball really far. Oh, you know who can also run really far? Cornerbacks, and they can pick you off. Your receivers, the deep ball doesn't really work.
He's got a big
lot.
arm. You know who else does? Every other fucking quarterback in the NFL, because it's the NFL. They can all.
Yes.
Well, he's got a big. Or are you drawing up a lot of plays for 80-yard passes? Because most of the time it's around 20. Every once in a while it's 35.
Yeah, exactly. I hate that.
Hell, I need to see that stat because they always talk about that pushing the ball down the field of what it is of like the amount of passes that are over 30 yards is very minimal.
Oh yeah.
It's very minimal.
Yeah.
But then they always talk about, well, he can throw it forever. All right.
Okay.
I understand the arm strength and having zip on the ball. But you also can't throw it 95 mile an hour, 7 yards across the middle. Boom. Somebody's got to catch it.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking goes through the receiver. Yeah. Not even through his hands.
They stick this in your sternum.
There's a hole in the middle of him.
Yeah.
Dumb.
It's always weird. That and the...
I hate the... Now, I will say this. I'm not a big fan of somebody saying, well, they're not going to be a good quarterback because they didn't play anybody in college. If you can do all of the things that an NFL quarterback can do, then you're probably going to be pretty decent. They'll teach you how to play against competition.
Right.
I mean, just because, you were the best, we'll take the Jordan Love guy, for instance. They said because he played at Utah State,
right,
he didn't see any NFL competition. Yeah, okay. But if he can make all the throws, if he can read a defense, he can tell you what coverage they're in, if he can learn the offense, he's going to be fine. He's going to be fine. You'll teach you how to play against competition.
Here's one, too. If you didn't play Alabama, Clemson, Ohio State, you didn't play any defenses that were that way either.
Yeah.
Because those are the only schools that have most of their defenses going to the NFL.
Yeah.
All the other top 10, top 20 teams.
Yeah.
And they got 2 guys on the defense in the NFL.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's just not, it's not.
They're not solid
no
defensive teams. They have some solid players.
Like this last year, like Ohio State's defense.
Yeah.
Every single person on that defense will get a shot in the NFL.
Yeah.
Clemson's close the same way. Alabama's kind of always that way. Clemson, they're, it's like their safeties and stuff sometimes just aren't.
Yeah.
But other than that, man,
yeah, exactly.
Like most colleges, you play Penn State. Yeah, they got like 2 guys.
Exactly. One's usually a pass rusher and one's a linebacker.
Killer pass rusher?
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, exactly.
He went late, didn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, he's a big deal.
Is he?
Not really.
No.
I mean, he's a big deal for Penn State. But
he had 2 sacks.
When it comes to the other guys, they're big deals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't like the competition thing. I get it. You want to play top tier competition to make yourself look better. I get it. But if you're good, you're good, in my opinion. I mean, probably why I'm not anything higher up of competition or scouting, you know what I'm saying? But you're doing things against people, it's still D1.
Right.
I'm not saying go draft a Division III quarterback and go in the first round. I'm just saying D1's D1, whether it's FCS or FBS, whatever the hell it is.
Well, I would go like with the Love kid. Now, I mean, there's a lot of that he threw a lot of interceptions because you play for nobody and you're the only NFL guy on the team.
Exactly.
And you got to chuck it up, man. You're behind in all these games.
Yeah.
But choke myself up there. I would rather look at his passing as far as, is he throwing it before they break? I mean, is he throwing it on time? Is he doing all that?
Yeah.
Because he doesn't have NFL wide receivers. That's what I've always talked about with Tua. We had like 3 receivers drafted in the first fucking round, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Going against defensive backs that weren't. Because you could take a look at Tua, that 90% of his balls were never thrown on time.
No, they always have to stop.
Guys open by 15 yards and they stop. Of like, well, in the NFL, that doesn't happen, man.
No, you're rarely open unless somebody falls down.
You are never open in the NFL.
There's a yard window that you have to fit that ball in before the guy catches up to it.
But that's why I liked what Joe Burrow said before the national championship game. He's like, I just look at it. If I look at my receiver, if the defensive back's not looking back at me, he's open. That's the NFL. Yeah. If that defensive back's not looking at you, throw it. I mean,
yeah, that's my take on the competition aspect of it.
I don't think there's any competition.
Speaking of competition and trying to restate yourself in the NFL, we have Antonio Brown kind of buzzing
around
in the media, working out with Russell Wilson. Also talks of maybe a Tom Brady reunion in Tampa Bay.
I think that would be, I would love for that to happen. Obviously, because I'm a Bengals fan.
Yeah.
We have Joe Burrow now, but let's be honest, we're going to have a top 5 draft pick next year.
Yes. Yeah.
So I can kind of say some other shit because it doesn't really matter. We're not going anywhere. So I would love to see that. Not even though Bruce Arians a couple months ago came out and said Antonio Brown's not coming to Tampa.
Yeah.
But that is the Mike Evans, Godwin. I don't give a fuck. Antonio Brown comes on that team. He's the number 1 receiver.
He is.
Because he's just that much better than everybody in the league.
Oh my God.
It's not even. The gap between the best receiver and the second, I mean, I don't know that it's probably the biggest it's ever been. Now, granted, he's been out of the league for a year.
Yeah.
But his last year in Pittsburgh, he was the number one receiver in the league.
Yeah.
And the guy in second was a ways behind.
Are you going to say Julio? Anybody?
Julio is, but he's got noodle arm thrown to him, so you don't know. I mean, you put Julio Jones with a Tom Brady or a Peyton Manning or something like that. Okay,
I will give that to you. There is a plethora of top 10 receivers out there. I mean, because you got Julio, Michael Thomas, DeAndre Hopkins.
Right.
All of those guys are they're studs.
But I still think it's Antonio Brown.
I would agree with that.
I don't think with him, it doesn't. The other guys are, you say, good route runners and fast. Antonio Brown's faster than all of them.
Yeah.
Maybe not faster than the Kansas City kid.
Yeah.
But he doesn't run routes like Antonio Brown. Because Antonio Brown's fact is he can run 100%
and then cut
and just stop and cut and be at 100% in like 2 steps, and you can't guard that. And I don't see a lot of other receivers that can do that.
Speaking of receiver talk, I think the one guy that I really like, and he never really gets talked about because he's the only receiver, is Devontae Adams in Green Bay.
Yeah.
He's the only fucking receiver, but he still puts up ridiculous numbers. Granted, Aaron Rodgers is throwing to you.
Yeah.
That's all he's throwing to.
That's it.
And he's still putting up great numbers, and I would throw him up there with the best of them.
He just happens
to be the only person. But Julio gets open because there's a guy opposite of him. DeAndre Hopkins, I'll give that one to you. He's probably pretty much on his own too. And then, you look at Michael Thomas. Drew Brees is throwing to you.
Yeah, we'll see on Michael Thomas.
Yeah.
I mean, he's one of the best right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Because he catches more balls than anybody.
Yes.
But we'll see if Jameis Winston's throwing to him. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. But you put Antonio Brown on a Buccaneers team. Like you said, you got Godwin, you got Evans, you got Antonio Brown. Then you add O.J. Howard and you add Rob Gronkowski.
Yeah.
That's the best vertical attack in the history of the NFL.
I mean, I know Arians has his things, but, because it's all a Tom Brady thing. I mean, hell, Antonio Brown was staying at Tom Brady's house.
Yeah.
Like, they stay at... And I know that, he posted... he was pleading out or whatever, that assault charge or whatever.
Yeah.
But other than that, you haven't, he's been quiet.
Mm-hmm.
You haven't heard. Yeah. Maybe he's gotten better. I mean, I'm not a doctor, but I'll play one on the internet. Guy had mental issues. It wasn't just he's not... It wasn't just he's an asshole, he's a diva.
He had some fucking issues.
He had a mental problem.
Yeah.
And part of the deal was he had to go seek some help after he got arrested.
Seems like he did that.
And it seems like it's... Now, granted, the NFL still got to do something.
Yeah.
And if it comes out that it was a mental problem, they need to let him back in the league.
Even if it doesn't.
And they need to make an example of, hey, do this year.
Yeah.
And we might have you actually do some NFL promo stuff.
The thing that I have with it of trying to get reinstated and all this shit is you let guys like Vontaze Burfict back in the league, Alden Smith, who's the other fucking druggie that they always let back in? Oh, Martavis Bryant. You let all those guys back in, but a dude, granted, what he did, I'm not saying is good. Myles Garrett almost killed a man last year.
Got 4 games.
He got 4 games. Let the guy back in.
Myles Garrett did the worst thing you can possibly do on a football field.
On national
he took somebody's
television.
helmet off and hit them in the head with it.
And everybody forgot about it.
Nobody cares.
Let the guy back in. Let him play.
And on the Vontaze Burfict side, he just... dirty.
Yeah, straight up dirty.
He knocked Antonio Brown out of the playoffs.
Exactly. I mean, it's...
Antonio Brown did bad shit, but he didn't do anything bad shit on the field. He never did anything on the field.
No. He did shit off the field, but there's plenty of fucking players who've done bad shit off the field, and they're, you know what? They're right back in the goddamn league.
Well, because there's another one talking about that, Martavis Bryant. I'm sure because he got booted for marijuana. Well, now marijuana's not a big deal in the NFL.
Exactly. Let him back in.
They're really testing for it.
Yeah. Alden Smith's the same way. His was drugs.
Yeah.
Okay, he's fine. Get him back in. I mean, it's...
So, I mean, there's receivers out there.
You got murderers and alleged rapists on teams.
Yeah.
This guy beat up somebody and threw a chair off of his roof. I mean...
Yeah.
I mean, shit.
But I just think about that of if you're Bruce Arians, I mean, if Tom Brady's saying, hey, he's on the straight and narrow. He's going to stay with me down here. This is how it's going to go.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to get him for $1 million. You're going to get him for vet minimum.
Yes.
Because he's going to be on a prover deal.
Mm-hmm.
Why? I mean, you pull Mark because Gronk doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
Because that's just less hits he has to take.
Exactly.
You talk to Godwin and Evans, go, you want to win or not?
Yeah, exactly.
Because this is going to be stupid.
Yeah, you're going to be open.
You want your stats or you want to play on a team?
Yeah.
That's kind of, because Godwin, he came out and said that Tom Brady told him for the number 12, he'll get him a Super Bowl.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Well, this helps.
This is sign 84.
He played one game with Tom Brady, had 7 receptions and a fucking touchdown on like the first possession.
Yep. Yeah. I'll play the other advocate. I want to see him in a Seahawk uniform, personally.
I don't, because I don't like Seattle.
Oh, okay. Well, I like Russell Wilson, and...
See, I don't.
Oh, okay. What? Can you give me a reason why you don't like him? I'm just curious.
I just don't.
Okay. There's not really a particular reason.
He just...
Is he too good? Like of a person? He doesn't really mess up?
It's not even that.
Oh, okay.
It's more football field stuff.
Oh, okay.
It's just like... He gets like a lot of credit for always being down and then just running around and flinging it down the field, and somebody makes a remarkable catch.
That's why I wanted Antonio Brown on the team.
Yeah, I mean
Ben Roethlisberger did that.
Absolutely.
So you have a more athletic Ben Roethlisberger, guys who like to ad lib.
Yeah, I don't like Ben either.
No,
I know
that.
So.
I know that. I'm saying, but you have a quarterback who likes to ad lib. You have a receiver who also likes to ad lib.
Yeah,
who got most of his touchdowns when his good years in Pittsburgh off ad lib plays.
Right.
Off of Ben holding on the ball too goddamn long, chucking it. Oh, he's the fuck open. Now you put him on a Seahawk team where Russell Wilson does that almost every game. Right. You have a Tyler Lockett who likes to do that. Then you have an Antonio Brown, and then you have a deep threat and DK Metcalf. That's a nice piece that you add to it. That's why I want him to see in the Seahawks uniform. Plus, no better coaches. What do you want to call them? I wouldn't want to call them thugs, but bad rep players than Pete Carroll. He loves them.
Oh, yeah.
He coaches them the best.
Yeah, that's what he does.
That's why I want to see him in Seattle.
I think he disappears in Seattle.
Okay.
Which is because they're not on TV.
Yeah.
They're just not on TV. I mean, you'll see his stat line and stuff. You'll see his highlights. It just kind of disappears. And my thing with the Russell Wilson, he's a great quarterback.
Yeah.
Obviously. It's just one of those things. I just like...
You're not wrong about that, though.
It's just I can't put you in these tiers with the Tom Bradys and the Peyton Mannings and the Drew Brees and until you just pick teams apart inside the pocket.
Yeah. But that's never, ever been him.
No, it hasn't.
He's always been a guy.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
I mean, you're really good at throwing a deep ball after you've made a defensive back try to cover for 7 seconds.
Yeah. I get it. I really do.
But all that takes is one hit, and now you can't scramble anymore.
Yeah.
Because that's teams that have good defensive ends that don't let him around. He plays like horse shit.
He struggles.
So.
Then I'll say this, he's been in the conversation of MVP the last 5 years, numbers-wise.
Right.
And the fucker just finds some way to win. That's why I like him. I mean, he plays his best ball in the third and fourth quarter. I mean, his first 2 quarters are always like, Jesus Christ, what the hell's he doing out there?
Yeah, it's always like...
Yeah, like, my God.
I feel like you kind of letting us get behind so you can have a comeback win.
Yeah, but it always seems... But the guy always... That's why I like him, because he always finds some way to either win or put them in the position to win. That's why I always like him.
And I wouldn't say I don't hate him.
Yeah.
I just don't like him.
Uh-huh.
But it's not like I'm not... And I say by not liking... like I'd say... Like of a person I knew,
yes,
I don't like that fucking guy.
Yeah,
It's not what I mean. It's
I know.
I'm not going to go out of my way to watch Russell Wilson play quarterback.
Yeah.
It's just not.
No, I get it.
And to his thing, he's never really had a receiver.
No, he hasn't.
I mean, because your number one's Tyler Lockett.
Yeah, number one.
I mean, he'd be on the market for a while if he was a free agent. I mean, he's not drawn.
No, he's not. And your other number one, most of your career was Doug Baldwin.
Yeah.
Who's a slower Tyler Lockett.
Yeah.
I mean, he's never really had a receiver.
Yeah, he's never had.
No.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be an interesting thing with Antonio Brown there.
I think so. That's why I just compare Russell Wilson's ad-libbing to what Ben always did, and they had a good connection with that. And that's why I said I'd like to see him in a Seattle uniform. I don't really care. I want to see him play because I want to see if he still fucking got it.
I think he does.
I assume he does. You don't lose it after not having any injuries. If you got your shit right in your head, then you're good.
He was running routes with Dwayne Haskins.
I know. I saw that. They look pretty good.
Be an interesting thing, too.
Whew.
I mean, I don't... if nobody else would sign him, I think he'd sign with Washington if they offered. But if anybody else is offering, he's not gonna. But why would you not do that?
Mm-hmm. Just that. I mean, you're going to...
Well, we got
no
a young
matter
quarterback.
what...
We don't want to ruin the room of like... You know what? They're fucking adults, man. If they can't deal with that...
Jesus. Get off the fucking...
Be better.
I don't like the fact that nobody has even offered him anything.
Well, I don't think it's... I think they're all kind of waiting on the NFL.
And I understand that.
Because you can't offer him something and him be like, yeah, I'll do it. And then the NFL go, all right, well, it's 22-game suspension.
Yeah.
Well, what the fuck?
Yeah, exactly.
So I got this guy on my books and he can't play until... so that's kind of... I understand.
But all it has to do is somebody has to offer him something. And then you're going to hear a reaction from the NFL. Until then, you're not going to hear anything. They're not going to make a noise about it.
And get the back channel of, hey, what are we thinking?
Mm-hmm.
They'll tell them that.
Yes,
I mean,
and I get it.
Better fucking tell them that.
You would assume
Goodell works for those guys.
Yes.
So
yeah. But all I'm saying is you're not going to see them make an announcement of, oh yeah, Antonio Brown's doing this until a team is interested.
Yeah.
For real interested.
Yeah, he was. I think it's going to be kind of a time served kind of thing because he was out for a year. He played one game.
Yep.
Was out for a year. And if they see, hey, you're doing everything that the courts are asking you to do, you've done every single thing. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what it's going to be.
Yeah.
Plus, it's going to be, something else. The news cycle will be taken over. Kind of like, we didn't talk about that. We were talking on the Cam Newton thing. Shockingly, that signing Cam Newton comes out, happens the same day that the NFL releases the punishment for the videographers filming the Bengals sideline.
Yeah, I know it.
Like, came out the same day.
Yeah, we need to know how much money we were getting fined.
That's a Belichick thing. I mean, okay, well, the team got fined $1 million, which is nothing. It's a fucking quarter that you found on the couch.
Yeah.
But they lost third-round draft pick.
Mm-hmm.
But again, nobody talked about it because fucking sign Cam Newton.
They lost a third-round draft pick, so they lost one of their 27 draft picks.
Something.
I mean, Jesus.
Yeah. And then obviously the video, they're not allowed to have that video crew, which I think that guy's already been fired, but he's also been banned from NFL stadiums or working for an NFL team. I'm like, well, for sure, Kraft better pay that guy.
Yeah.
Because you wrecked his fucking life. But, hey, can you go with the Cincinnati Bengals?
Yeah.
But if
that
was something they were doing and he was ordered to do that, you ruined the guy's life for nothing.
He'll sign with Barstool next week.
Yeah. Now, granted, I don't understand what they would have been doing.
I don't either.
Of when they communicate verbally to the quarterback and the middle linebacker.
Yeah, they don't have signals anymore, guys.
Well, they were taping their signals of the formations and stuff. It's like, yeah, they don't hide those because you can also just see that when that group of people runs onto the fucking field.
Exactly.
I mean, there's nothing. The only thing that would do is if you filmed them when their communication system went down, they had to go to hand signals. But even then, they'd burn those hand signals. They'd change them for the next week. So it's one of those ones I could sit back and go, yeah, I think the guy just had the fucking camera on it. It just happened to be pointing in that direction, and it got blown out of,
It got blown way
more
up.
than it was.
Yeah, I don't think they were doing anything stupid. I mean, it was the Patriots for a second time getting caught with the camera, so everybody wanted to assume the
last time they were recording a fucking practice.
Yeah.
So now this is in a game that everybody in the stands
can
film.
Yeah, exactly.
Every single one of them.
With the written consent of the NFL.
Not really.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Just fucking, yeah.
Written consent of the NBA. That was always a weird thing, too, like the NBA and the PGA Tour.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you post their shit on Instagram, one of their clips, they rip it down.
Oh, really?
Of like, what are you guys doing?
You want people to see your shit?
These people aren't making money off of that, but that you made that guy take it down. He's got like 3 million followers. the NFL account has like 900,000. I don't even know if they have 1 million.
Yeah.
Of like, for sure, let shit get out there.
Yeah.
MLB was that way. MLB was way bad at it.
That seems about right, though.
When nobody watches your league, for sure, let other people share your shit.
Exactly.
I mean,
dumbasses.
Stream it fucking live.
Yeah.
I mean, Jesus, nobody cares. Fuck it, I'll do it live. All right, Bill, calm down. Gonna go over there and slap that girl on the ass too while you're at it?
Did he do that?
I think that was a sexual harassment thing. I don't know. Allegedly. I don't know how that worked out. I know he got fired.
Everything's allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. Allegedly was touching people.
Yeah.
So that's the way that works.
Yeah.
Is there any other sports stories we missed besides the fact that it looks like college football actually is there's some danger of them not playing?
Yes. Yeah.
Because everybody... Now, it's one of those things like, didn't one of the teams come out and said that like 45 guys test positive?
Yeah.
But then, they don't know if they're false positives or if they're... I don't know.
I don't know anymore, man.
But it makes sense that, well, if you're testing everybody, for sure you're going to find some.
Yeah, exactly.
Because nobody was getting tested. Now, everybody can get tested. So,
yeah.
But then again, it's, the beginning of July.
Yeah.
So if they're doing it now, and then you get them quarantined by August, it'd be okay.
Yeah.
But
who knows?
Who knows?
Fucking shit.
Fucks with our football
goddamn
season,
fucking
man.
shit. I'm afraid I'm not going to have high school season.
I almost guarantee they don't have a high school season.
I know. I'm worried, man. I really am. I mean, I don't. I want to have one, and I get why not. But part of me, and I don't know this. This isn't even a little bit factual. I just think we all have it. It just hits us at different times.
Pretty good chance that everybody's
you know what I'm
gonna
saying? Like
get it.
I don't even think everybody's going to get it. I think literally everybody has it in their body. It just if it happens or not, because it seems like everybody gets tested.
So like herpes.
Yeah.
If you get a flare up,
there's like a cancer gene. Everybody's got cancer in their body. It's just some people get it worse.
So everybody's got a bat disease in their body.
Exactly.
That's a different take.
Somebody gets sick. Other people turn into Batman. I mean, read a comic book. All right.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey.
See?
That is.
Yeah.
Well, I thought it was because he's scared of bats, but maybe one of them bit him. I don't know.
I don't know. It just seems like okay. I'm going to test you. I'm going to test you. I'm going to test you. Okay, 2 of you have it.
Yeah.
So.
Well, the problem is they don't, because a lot of them are false positives, so they don't know.
I don't
know. Chances are it's, for the most part, these are high-level athletes that are in super good shape.
Mm-hmm. They're going to be fine.
Not going to really get affected. Yeah. Like all the NBA players that got it, yeah, they're fine.
Uh-huh.
Haven't heard anything about what's his name from Denver, that one guy that plays football for them on the defensive line.
Von Miller?
Oh, yeah, that guy.
He doesn't play defensive line. Show him some goddamn respect, okay?
What's he play?
He's a linebacker.
He's a fucking edge rusher.
That's a linebacker.
Depends on what defense it is.
Yeah, he doesn't put his hand in the dirt. He's a 3-4 linebacker.
Okay. So if he went to another team...
Show him some goddamn respect.
He's an edge rusher. That's the respect.
Okay.
Because they don't really need to be known as a linebacker.
No,
and actually, I listened to, I think it was Franey talk of like, well, yeah, I was a linebacker, but I'm not a linebacker. I'm a pass rusher.
Uh-huh. No, I get it.
I'm an edge rusher.
I understand. I get it. But yeah,
I didn't have anything bad about Von Miller.
I know. I'm just kidding.
I got a cramp.
Oh. Yeah? You need some Midol?
Oh, it was a hamstring.
Ooh,
tightened up on me.
Those
like
are the
it
worst. I ripped my... Is that pop sound I just heard?
I ripped my hamstring. How'd you hurt yourself? I was fucking sitting down too good. I was really working
just locked up.
I had my legs dangling to the floor like a normal person in a chair, and it just locked up. It was a hot day out today. I drank a lot of water, but maybe not enough. It's one of those days where you keep drinking water and then you never have to piss, though.
Yeah,
it's
I know.
It just keeps coming out of me.
Oh, man. But yeah, I mean, the guy, Miller, said that after his 2-week quarantine, he was good.
Yeah.
He said, he's like, I didn't even really feel anything. He goes, I got a fever one time, and that's why I got tested.
Yeah, I think for the most part, now, normal. I mean, people are like, well, but it's doing this to the population. Well, those guys aren't part of the population.
Yeah,
they are a rare less than 1% of the population.
Yeah.
The rest of us, it's a different fucking
We're
deal.
We're pieces of shit. You know, we need the medical attention.
These are high caliber athletes. We are not.
We are not.
Kinda.
Some of us are high.
I mean, obviously, not all of us blow out our hamstrings sitting in a fucking chair talking into a microphone, but it happens to the best of them.
That's high caliber.
You can shift with the best of them. I shift positions, blew my hammy.
Just was tired of sitting on that one ass cheek. I had to move.
It's kind of what it was. I bent my leg back too far. I was going to bend it back even further where you just kind of pop it up on your toe.
Yep.
Couldn't do it.
Got cramp.
That's a first-round draft pick move. I'm a third-rounder when it comes to chair sitting. Not good. I'm more of a couch layer.
Yeah. I'm way better at that. I'm really good at laying on the couch.
At the spot. It's like my couch. I'm good, Mm-hmm. I'm not a recliner guy. I'm more of a couch layer.
I'm a recliner guy.
You seem like a recliner guy.
I am a recliner guy.
Like a beer.
Yep.
And like a Slim Jim.
I do like a good Slim Jim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe some pork rinds.
Oh, my God. The spicy ones. God,
so if you had like a beer, some Slim Jim, and some pork rinds sitting in a recliner in the air conditioning watching Nick at Night.
Nick at Night. That sounds like my father. 100%.
Well, you can't say sports because there really isn't any.
Nick at Night, because when I was a kid, Nick at Night, Fresh Prince was on every night.
Yeah.
It was always like, there was like 2 hours of it and then 2 hours of Friends. And I was like, that's awesome. Yeah.
It was Nick at Night, was that right? Oh, I did see too.
Till they put fucking Fran Drescher on there.
Whatever, the MLS. Did you see their meal?
No.
That they're getting delivered, because their quarantine went way the fuck out there. Of like,
okay.
You're in your hotel room.
Oh.
We bring food to you.
Oh.
You can come to the training, and then you go back to your hotel room.
Oh, okay.
Then you can go to the weight room, and then back to your hotel room by yourself. The whole time. Okay. We will bring your food 3 times a day to you.
What if you want snacks?
So a picture came out of the food they delivered to him, and it kind of looked. Remember the Fire Festival documentary?
Yeah.
The cheese sandwich?
Yeah.
Kind of what it looked like.
Ooh.
It was like a cold cut sandwich, and like a bowl of some fucking baked those little red potatoes.
Yeah.
And like a banana. Of like, what? These are professional athletes. What are we doing?
Yeah. What is this?
Are you?
It's like dog shit.
You is your kitchen not open in the hotel? I mean, what?
I didn't even get the order.
And it was in a box. It was like a box lunch.
Oh, man.
Like, all right, well, this is how we're treating. Granted, it's the MLS, not the Premier League. I mean, it's a fucking lower class league.
Yeah, but still. Man, that sucks.
And I seen one of the players for the Collingwood Magpies.
What the hell is that?
It's the AFL, the Australian Football League.
Say that again?
Collingwood or?
Magpies?
The Magpies. It's a bird.
Oh, okay.
In Australia.
Okay. Did you have to look that up or did you know that?
No, I knew that.
Okay.
Man of the world, Seth.
Sorry.
But, and plus their logo's kind of a bird.
Oh, okay.
But
that doesn't help sometimes.
He's one of their top players.
Okay.
He is suspended for 4 games for breaking the agreed upon rules of the coronavirus.
Yeah.
Yeah, after a game he went out fucking drinking apparently and was they said found half naked in this, but
he had a good fucking time then.
Well, it's also Australia. He could have just had his fucking shirt off.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But, they're right half naked. So
he better look.
Bar hopping, and you're not allowed to do that because
quarantine.
We're quarantined for the team. Your friends.
Yeah.
That you play with. But apparently he tried to drink all the beer and all the liquor, and now he's suspended for like 4 weeks. So
that stinks.
Yeah,
just trying to have a good time. Yeah, I mean, you kind of have to. You got to be a man's man to when you walk into a bar. Like, oh, what do you do? I play for the Magpies. You gotta, like
pretty big deal.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
Yeah, they're like one of the top. You'd put them in the tier, like say if in the NFL. Whatever, what would your top tier be? It'd be like the Patriots and the Steelers and the Cowboys and they're in that tier.
Oh, okay. I see.
They're the up top guys.
Gotcha.
The up top guys. And that's the only American place for the Collingwood Magpies. Coxzilla.
Yep.
He's 6'10".
Oh.
Played basketball at Oklahoma State because he was 6'10".
6'10", yeah.
Not great at basketball. He admittedly is not good at basketball, but hey, I was pushing 7 foot, so
they played me.
Gave me a scholarship to come play here.
That's awesome.
But seems to do okay over there.
It's good for
Played
him.
60-something. That's a weird thing because you try to follow some of that. Like they don't.
Who tries to follow some of that? You? Or?
Well, you hear about it. This is the only one the league's fucking playing, so I hear the stat lines.
I don't ever hear any of it.
I watch stuff, you know?
Yeah.
We do a sports show.
I understand.
So I watch other sports shows and try to gather information.
I get that, but I don't.
I'm a fucking professional.
Okay, God.
But
sorry.
No, the way they do it, because you start looking up to see if, hey, there's an American plays, and is he a good player, or is he just on the fucking team?
Yeah,
you know? Well, they don't have like Pro Bowls or you know, they're. I guess you really can't even
they have
say
an All-Star game.
Can't even really say Pro Bowls anymore because everybody is, because nobody wants to play in it. But, so it'd be like All Pro is more of the. But they base everything off of like starts, like whatever they call it. He's got 64 starts.
Oh, okay.
So that means he's pretty good. Like a 40 or 50 is considered a really good career.
Oh, okay.
So apparently, yeah.
He's got.
But, you know, you're 6'10", 6'11".
There's probably not a whole lot of
in
people.
In a league where it's kind of like the only way to pass the ball is either to kick it.
Yeah.
Or you have to bump it. Like, you can't throw it. You have to bump it with your hand.
Yeah.
It's in a league where you kind of have to jump up above everybody and rip a rebound down, basically.
He's good at it.
6'11" guy's probably okay.
Yeah.
I mean, 6'10". I mean, he said he wasn't good at basketball, but still was at a Division I school, so he some sort of skill set.
Exactly.
So.
Okay. Yeah. Well, now the more you know.
And now apparently he also has an Australian accent because he's lived there for a couple years, so doesn't even sound American anymore.
And he likes to get drunk and get half naked.
Get with the Sheilas. Yeah. He's probably doing okay down there.
Yeah, probably.
6'10", 6'11", American, playing in your country's favorite sport. For the Magpies. He's probably doing okay.
I bet he's doing a fine job.
Probably doing just fine down there. I feel like Australia would be a nice place to be.
I would like to go to Australia. They don't have any snakes, so.
Okay.
I don't like snakes.
Is that how you venture all your... They have very deadly crocodiles, but...
That's okay.
All right.
Yeah. That's fine.
Most times snake's not going to bother you, but a crocodile eat you.
Yeah, but it doesn't have legs, so it shouldn't move.
Is that what you're...
Oh, for 100%.
I thought it was more of the... Because they look slimy.
No.
And you think they'd be slimy, but they're not?
No. No, they shouldn't move. They don't have legs.
Okay. I mean, there's a lot of people that don't have legs that move still.
They're in chairs. They go on wheels.
Okay.
If the snake was on like a little cart, yeah, okay, I'll buy it.
All right.
Yeah. They're disgusting.
I'm not a fan of snakes either. That's the first time I've ever heard that reasoning. I've never heard that before.
They're disgusting.
They shouldn't move.
They shouldn't move.
They don't have legs.
Yes.
Like, all right. Well, I've never heard that before.
They always look like they're up to something.
They are.
They're just fucking gross is what they are.
Very gross.
I've killed 2 this year, and I'm very proud of myself.
You fucking cold-hearted son of a bitch. I rank them up there with horses.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of horses either.
I think people freak out over horses too much.
Yeah. Like, I don't know how...
I love horses.
Yeah, I know.
Why? It's like a female. It's like, because there's a huge cock laying down? I mean, why is there such a love affair with horses?
I don't know. I absolutely fucking hate when you see, like, oh, let's go horseback riding. Why?
Who? Why?
Why? Out of all the things that we can do, you want to ride horses? That sounds terrible.
Awful.
I don't want to ride a horse. Yeah. I feel bad for the horse carrying my fat ass. I don't want to do that. Hey, sorry, buddy. We're going uphill now. You know. God damn.
One of them Clydesdales.
Yeah. Can you just pull me in like a trolley or something?
I've never understood that the love affair of fucking horses. Yeah. It's an animal.
It's a big ass animal. I can't. They're like, oh, they're cute. No,
Are
they're
they?
not. They don't look like
they're cute. They're fucking like 1,200 pounds.
Yeah. If you walk behind them too fast, they kick you and you die.
I'll give you this. You have a golden retriever.
Yeah.
Once he wasn't a puppy anymore, he was no longer cute. He's not a cute dog because he's grown up. Once you get out of the toy department on the dog size, they can't be cute anymore.
I mean, my golden retriever's pretty cute.
Could be a good-looking dog. You got a good-looking dog.
Yeah, all right, I'll give you that.
It's not cute, though. Now, your other little dog, he's cute because he's tiny.
Gotcha. So you're using cute more of a size aspect. Okay, I'll buy that. You call babies cute, but you don't call adults cute. It's kind of on that,
all right. For the most part.
Okay.
That's kind of how I roll with that.
All right. I don't even find baby horses cute, so.
Oh, those little miniature ones?
No, like when they're born?
Oh, when they're born. Yeah, I don't. Yeah. I'm just not a horse fan.
I don't like horses either.
I did run into some little deer, and they're like a couple feet tall or whatever. Those are cute.
Yeah.
They got little spots on them, like Bambi.
Yeah.
Kill his mother right off the bat. Poor bitch.
Credits rolling and everything.
Didn't even make it. But hired a voice actor and everything.
Yeah.
Didn't even get to say anything.
Yeah, they just quit drawing the cartoon.
Bang. Was there any hunters in any other of that movie? Because she got shot, didn't she?
Yeah.
By a hunter.
Uh-huh.
Is that the last time you see a hunter in that movie?
I think so.
Okay. I mean, it just seems weird.
Yeah.
That whole movie is based, it starts with a hunter murdering a deer.
Uh-huh.
Now, are they redoing that since Elmer Fudd's not allowed to carry a gun anymore?
I don't know.
Did you see that?
No.
That they're redoing, making new Looney Tunes?
And he's not allowed to carry a gun?
Doesn't carry a gun anymore.
What's he carry?
Like I think it's called a scythe, but a sickle? Like the Grim Reaper?
Like the Grim Reaper?
Yeah. So it's fucking worse.
Yeah. That sounds way worse.
So I'm not going to shoot a rabbit with a shot, which he never fucking shoots a rabbit anyways.
No.
But
he's gonna
with all
cut
the
his
guns,
fucking head off.
with all the gun stuff, we don't want to push guns. Of like, well, he's a hunter with a shotgun after a rabbit.
Yeah.
So now you're going to put him after a sickle. Cut his fucking head off.
That sounds way better.
But here's the other one. What they released.
Yeah.
Carried the sickle, doesn't have the gun, but kept trying to blow up Bugs Bunny with dynamite. What the fuck are we? I mean,
yeah, that's stupid.
Going too far.
Way too far.
Way too far. Yeah, but we don't want people on Twitter to get mad at us. You mean all 7 fucking people that care?
Yeah. Gives a shit.
Nobody cares.
I couldn't imagine being like, why'd you shoot that guy? Because Elmer Fudd tried to shoot the rabbit.
Yeah. Well, he never connected.
Yeah, exactly. So. He never shot the rabbit. If you watch, never kills the rabbit.
Never.
He shoots the duck more.
Yeah.
He shoots Daffy.
Yeah, Daffy's a fucking pimp. I'm a Daffy fan. I like Daffy.
He's terrible.
You don't like Daffy Duck?
I like Daffy Duck. I love Daffy Duck, but he's terrible. He doesn't do anything that's good. Everything fucking happens to him.
Yeah.
That's why it's funny. I mean, I love fuckable.
Yeah. Big fan. Big fan of the ducks.
I like Porky Pig myself.
See, I don't like Porky Pig, man. I don't like the way he talks.
That's why I like him, because I like the way he talks.
Really?
Yeah, because he just can't ever fucking say anything.
Spit it out, motherfucker.
He just, I don't know.
There's always Tom and Jerry.
I love Tom and Jerry. Yeah.
I don't know. When you really look at it, they're all mostly based on violence.
Yes, yeah. But the cat tries to kill the mouse, and the dog tries to kill the cat.
Yeah. And then the guy tries to kill the rabbit.
Mm-hmm.
The coyote tries to kill the roadrunner.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just...
Oh, yeah.
But it's funny.
Funny shit. Stuff. It's good cartoons.
Yeah. I grew up on them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they were old when I was young, but they still played them.
They're really old when I was young, but they still played them.
Yeah.
I don't even watch any of the new ones they've made.
Oh, I don't either. I just kind of seen that.
Oh, okay.
They had that clip.
Well, I didn't think you
Dynamite
watched
series.
it. I'm sure
I would. Like if it's something like you flipped it on and it was just on.
Like even the new ones that they've made?
I don't know about that. I mean, I'd watch one to go, oh, this fucking sucks, or it's good. But like
they suck.
Like a lot of times, this years ago, I don't really turn my cable box on anymore.
Yeah.
But I used to fall asleep to like Family Guy playing.
Mm-hmm.
So when I'd wake up in the morning, it'd still be on like Adult Swim.
Yeah.
Well, then Cartoon Network.
Cartoon Network.
And Looney Tunes would be on. And I'd just leave it on as I was getting ready for work. So.
Yeah. That's okay because they were the old ones.
Yeah. Yeah.
But these new ones now, they suck. The voices, obviously they're not going to sound the same because those people are dead.
Because they have a voice and that's what they should sound like.
Exactly. Make that happen.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah, I don't have anything else.
I don't have anything else. We're on to Looney Tunes. Covered a lot of sports, though, today. Do we want to announce what we were thinking about doing? Or
sure.
We're going to wait on a week?
We can wait on a week so we can decide that.
We can wait on a week.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's it for me. We're going to end this show then.
All righty. Whiteside.